the market. And yeah, today we're going to analyze the market in a high time frame and a shorter time frame. I'll show you how we analyze the market, and plus we're going to analyze the moving forward, what opportunities is going to develop and how we're going to take it. And also I will show you how we analyze today and both in a high time frame and the shorter time frame, how we basically analyze the entries and exit. So we're going to go in detail, and hopefully you will learn some few things. And once you learn this thing, and I want you to keep practicing it on my QFX platform, and hopefully you will, see some good results once you keep practicing it. And the most important thing, you will learn a lot of things today. And if you're going to keep practicing it, and I'm pretty sure, you can develop your knowledge, and moving forward, you should see the positive results outcome. Okay, so I think we should start now. All right, so um, just to homework, first of all, we're going to disclaimer. So I'm just going to read, you can take the photograph picture and read it. I'm just going to read the last paragraph. So we are not affiliated with, nor we represent any security broker, dealer, or investment company. We are not licensed or qualified to provide investment advise any trading decision. We share our for information purpose only and should not be taken as financial or investment advice. It is important to verify all the information independently, and any action you take based on that information are entirely your own responsibility. So as always, okay, so what we're going to do, okay, so I'm going to take this screen here and I'm going to share. Okay, you can see my screen here. Okay, so being a trader, what we do, first of all, especially in Monday, when I do analyze market in 7:30 London time, we look at this calendar, right? And you can adjust your time here. So for example, I'm just setting up according to my London time. So London time. So all that timing when this news is going to release, the timing is automatically adjust. So it's better advice to first of all here the time, adjust the time according to your time zone. Make sure most of time this is going to be exactly your time. But if not, then you can adjust this time. Then you can see all these news coming. You can also filter these news. For example, I want to, if you look at this, we have the low impact news. Normally you will see this, format. So I normally take out only low impact. Sometimes it depends if there's a bank holiday, you can take it, but I leave it as it is. So at least I know which country has a bank holiday. So now what I can see here that only red and the orange means like medium impact news, possibility might going to impact, and the red is high impact news when this data is going to release, and we'll see the market. So this website is called a Forex Factory. This every day I do it, but on Monday I look at the for whole week and we plan it accordingly. So this week, what we have it, Monday, we have this data has been released. China, you can see this is China yuan. So we can see the data, the forecast and the previous and the forecast and the actual data when that data is released. Normally we take this one data if the Chinese data is positive. We mainly take it that Aussie dollar probably gonna be a positive. So just to let you know, more detail I can give you later on. Then we have a media high impact news this afternoon, London time. I'm talking about 12:30 p.m. We had a data release, core retail sales month by month was expected. Actual data was previously was minus 0.6% and forecasted 0.3%. And the actual data came exactly as is the based on the forecast. So we can say, okay, this is positive, but this data you can see here is represent retail sales is showing negative, right? Based on forecast and based, but if you look at here is lower than the forecast, but actually it is better than the previous one. That's very important. Pay attention to detail. You should also look at the forecast. You can also look at the previous data too. Combine it, okay? Then we have Empire State Manufacturer. This is minus 20, which is way negative. Then this one, and then this one. So this, both of the news represent the weaknesses of the dollar. So today we had it, uh, you know, long trade on all the measure against the dollar. So this is the way we look at, and we're going to look at in the chart in a minute, okay? So Tuesday, and that's the way you should plan it. For example, if you're living in a different part of the world, so you look at the time when this data is going to release. At that time, you can 10, 15 minutes before the data, you can come online and let the data release. And after that, you can see the reaction. And in MyQFX platform, we also provide a commentary about this data, what data has been released, and what kind of market sentiment is developed in terms of high probability trade. So this is very important. So let's look at this week. We have Tuesday tomorrow. We have medium impact news. Economic sentiment, German, is coming, expected 48.1 versus 26.0. Then tomorrow is the CAD day. We can see here CPI data is coming. And that's most of time, if you look at the CPI data, is expected slightly better, exactly the same, slightly better, exactly the same. If we see if this data is positive for the CAD, then probably we're going to see some strength on the CAD. So we're going to look at tomorrow. Then Wednesday, we have interesting a yen day, we can call it. BOC policy rate is coming. And then monetary policy statement, then press conference. So this news is going to be early, probably let's say at the, um, Asian session open, this news is going to release, and we'll see that's going to create a highly volatile. So this is very good for the Asian session traders. Then we have tomorrow evening, we have federal rate is coming for the dollar, FOMC projection. So you can see here on Wednesday, we had a Asian session. We have yen, if you are trading dollar, yen, euro, yen. So this is the area you should be looking into it. Later on in the evening, we have, federal rate is coming. Exactly projected is the same. Then we have FOMC statement and the press conference. So tomorrow evening, we are expecting some nice volatility on the dollar. And then tomorrow evening, London time, we have GDP data is coming for the Kiwi dollar. So if you look at the Thursday, we had another Aussie dollar. So, and then later on in the morning, we have GDP, pound dollar, high impact news. Later on, we have a Swiss franc. And then later on in the afternoon, we have a pound dollar is coming, monetary policy data is coming. Then later on in the evening, afternoon, we have unemployment claim is coming for the dollar. The reason why I'm saying it, all these things, this is the way we look at, and we look at this when we see a lot of red, and it means this week we are expecting highly volatile this week. So it means there's going to be a lot of opportunities and this week. So how we analyze the market, let's look at we look at the dollar index. What is the dollar index? Dollar index is giving us the strength of the dollar, and then based on that, we look at other pair against the dollar and look at the opportunity. Like this morning, again, if you have seen my previous analysis, which is pretty standard and straightforward, I explain about the price action and the pattern. So dollar index, we look at every single day just before the analysis, just to get the idea of the strength of the dollar. And then we look at other pair against the dollar, and then we look at the opportunity accordingly. So if you look at the dollar in dollar index, if you logged into the MyQFX platform, and this morning, as explained, that even on Friday, I explained we are looking for this breakout again. Why I said looking for this zone, because if you look at the previous price action, and that the price is, this is the resistance area, price respected third time, and this candlestick pattern is giving us the bearish engulfing candle. It means the bear is in strength, and then that's one area. So you can see a first point of interest is price respected one to third time, try to break, price refuse to break this level. Second, we also have this huge rejection. Yeah. Third, we have bearish engulfing candle that give us the strength of bearishness. And another one is we had it, just give me 1 second, it popped up. Okay, English, okay. So another way we look at, okay, this is the price action. You look at, we have this impulsive reaction. And after that, after impulsive reaction, price develop sort of like a consolidation. That give us another point of interest, that the possibility, high probability, will be one more push to the downside. So we combine all those elements, and based on that, we create our bias that the high probability that one push to the downside. But if we said if the price is going to break this one, then we're looking for long. But you can see a price nicely respected here and price nicely broken this morning. We had a nice, beautiful rally to the downside. So when we see the dollar is coming down, so we look at all the measure like Euro USD and pound dollar, even dollar here was weak here. So we look at these major currency pair like Aussie dollar and Kiwi dollar. We said, okay, dollar is getting weaker. So there's a more high probability possibility of long on this pair. This is what exactly we did, and we take the opportunity accordingly. So what is moving forward, what I'm looking into it. So you can see here right now, the price is, this is the area of interest. When the price was here, we explained that this is the target profit we are expecting it, which price nicely hit. And then this is the second target, which is, we can see a price nicely expected. So what exactly moving forward, what I'm expecting here is we look at the structure, what kind of price action is being developed. So if you look at here, the price is developed sort of like a downside channel pattern. We look at this way. And if you look at here, what sort of price action? Price nicely came back and could not maintain below this level, price broken, and come back and retest, give us the confirmation, and then you can see the price nicely long here. So now what we're expecting here, let's see here if the price is going to hit this level, or if we see this is impulsive reaction. And after this impulsive, if I see the price does not develop impulsive reaction, instead price develop a correction, that give us another sign of push to the downside. This is what we're looking into it. But there's always, see the news we look at tomorrow. We don't have any high impact news for the CAD, but we look at tomorrow. If we see the impulsive reaction upside and price stay across above this level and give us the confirmation, then we're looking long. So these are the price action possibilities. Now we have to wait and let the price develop action accordingly, and then we look for the opportunity accordingly. So just to let you know, today we had this beautiful bearishness. So look at the Euro USD. If you look at the Euro USD, we were looking this breakout. And this is what exactly we did. We analyzed the market today, and the price was at this level. So we have, as a pretty straightforward, and the recording is in there in my, my QFX platform. You can watch it this morning, as explained, that we are looking point of interest. Let's see if the price is going to break, then looking short, otherwise high probability of pullback long. Reason behind, we have this impulsive reaction. After impulsive reaction, you can see here the price develop sort of like a consolidation, and this is what we call a correction. So we were expecting this possibility of long here. When the price broken, we also have taken, most of the traders taken long, and after the breakout, we also had this pullback. So this is what we analyze the market today. And if I show you, let me log into the MyQFX platform, and let me share with you how we analyze the market. Okay, so in MyQFX platform, if you look at the Euro USD, we look at in the 4-hour chart. So this morning, as I said to you guys, we were looking this pullback. So we had this beautiful analysis we did, as explained to our trader, that the price developed a sideways market. So we were looking this breakout opportunity, right? So pay attention to detail. When we say that there's a lot of breakout patterns and we have in our platform, which is I'll show you in a minute how to basically react it accordingly. So if you look at the price action here, we have sideways market develop. So we were looking at breakout. So we explain our trader less. If you look at the bottom, that's why our QFX platform, we have like our momentum is green. So you can see a price nicely broken as soon as the price hit to the previous high level. And that's what we explain to all of traders, that it's time to consider banking some pips. Okay, pay attention to detail here. I'm going to explain to you a few more things. Is the way we look at this breakout, but before that, we look at the 4-hour chart. Yeah. So let me show you. We look at this 4-hour chart here. So we explain as this is what we explained to trader this morning, that possibility of this area price developer consolidation. So our bias was long because price nicely, because the previous price action is give us a high probability of breakout long. That's what exactly, again, this is the key. 4-hour we look at, and then we had this beautiful sideways market. Once the price is broken, we explain our traders time to take a trade once the price target hit. So what is next here? Sometime once as I said to you guys in my previous webinars, when the price moves up direction, what we look at. So first of all, we look at if the price develop, low high. So the price has developed one push. So we are expecting a price to develop another pullback, give us the confirmation to the continuation. And that's what we did analysis. Another one, which is a pretty straightforward, as you can see here, self-explanatory in our MyQFX platform. This is another way of look at, explain, okay, so what this means, and what this means. So this is what I'm going to explain to you right now. What we explain, because in 4-hour, we also explain there's a possibility of continuation to, price might gonna break the support level. So we explain, because if you look ahead, this is the high of the price is broken. And after this breakout, we explaining the first priority. The first priority, we'll be looking here, pullback. Safest way is to break this wedge and look for the opportunity. And let's suppose if the price does not maintain above this level, then let the price break and retest, give us the confirmation in order to continue to the downside. If we don't get these things, we are not interested. So we're mainly looking for long. As long as the momentum is bullish, this is what we were looking into it. So what happened here after that? Price nicely broken. And as explained to our trader, like let's the price break previous high, take another long trade here as soon as the price hit to the certain profit target in 4-hour. That's what we explain. It's time to consider banking some profit. So that was the beautiful long trade we had in this morning. So what is moving forward, what we are looking into it? So we can see here, we already have nice, you know, uh, long trade here, and this is basically impulsive correction. We had this impulsive reaction here. So we were expecting in this area, this is the place we were expecting some price action, price nicely hit to the profit target. So what we're expecting here in upcoming days, on an upcoming hours, we have a quite high impact news on Wednesday and rest of the week. So what we're looking here, if we see after this impulsive reaction, exactly like this one, if we see the price develop sort of like a consolidation, that's going to give us another confirmation that one more push to the upside. So we are not looking a short on Euro USD unless if we find a valid pattern. Another way to look at here, the way we look at here, if you look at the price action here, the price has broken the previous high. So what we're expecting here, there's a possibility of price might gonna continue long here. If the price gonna continue, then probably we're gonna be looking here. This is the target. We're only going to take a short trade here if the price refuses to stay above this level and give us the confirmation, and then we're looking a short trade here. But what is the current situation in intraday in our MyQFX platform? That's what we're going to show you guys now. So if you look at the Euro USD now, so what we're expecting here is what we're looking here next. What we're looking here is we're going to be looking another pullback long here because this is the area of interest. Because you can see here, we are just following the basic price action. As you can see here, the price nicely broken. And after the breakout, price nicely retest, give us the confirmation, sign of continuation. So what we're looking here is this area, we are looking here another continuation. If the price develop this kind of price action, which is basically as a consolidation and correction, then what I'm expecting here, another pullback. That's a sign of continuation. So even if you look at here in 4 hour, we have direction to the upside. So moving forward, we're going to be looking only long here on Euro USD. We're only going to take a short trade here when the price going to break any recent high and give us the confirmation. Means like if the price is going up and price refuse to stay below this cross this level, and if the price break this low and give us the confirmation, that's the sign we are looking into it. If the price develop this kind of price action, it means the price develop in talking about intraday. So sort of we can see here the price develop, like a head and shoulder pattern. That's the sign of continuation to the downside. This is what exactly we're looking here. Unless if we, this is very, very important for the retail trader. When you see this price is moving up, and most of the retail trader, the mindset is, oh, price is going to come down, price is going to come down now. We don't look at this way. We look at if we don't see the price action, if we don't see the confirmation, that pattern that tell us that the price is going to go down, we are not interested. Simple as that. So as you can see here today, we had nice, beautiful breakout long. We also had a pullback long, and we're still looking a pullback long. I hope that makes sense. So that's the Euro USD. Let's look at, I'm just going to go a couple of pairs quickly and then round them off 40 minutes, and then we can take a Q&A and ask any question. If you want to know about any other pair, just let me know. I can do the live analysis for you guys. Okay, so let's look at the pound dollar now. So as you have seen, the dollar is going weakening, and then you can see here euro is strengthening, right? This is the way we look at, and then we look at in intraday how to get into the market. That's why we broadcast live analysis in MyQFX platform. So if you look at the pound dollar, so we were looking, we were looking this consolidation. You can see here indecision situation now. We were looking this breakout. So this morning we had a beautiful breakout long. Again, we were keep an eye on dollar index. If we see the dollar weakening, so the more likely high probability that the pound might going to be strengthening. So that's what we look at today, and we look at how we're going to take this trade here. So more important thing is the way we look at here in this area. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, how many time price respected this level. Price could not break this level. We have an up channel, right? And we were looking this breakout. So we had this beautiful breakout this morning, and every time when the price break recent high, we explain our trader every time when the price going up, every time when the price come down, take a long. Every time when the price come down, take a long. Because now we can see the dollar weakening, and we can see all the measure against the dollar was strengthening. This is the way we look at. And how we analyze the entries, this is what I'm going to show you now. And the reason why I'm showing you all this intraday analysis, so then when you're going to be logging into the platform, you will see here what this analysis is about. Okay, so we had this morning analysis, as mentioned in 4 hour, that the price is strengthening. And as you can see here, our analysts clearly mentioned here the point of interest. If the price gonna break this, then take a long. If the price gonna break this one short here, you can see here, already mentioned the price broken the previous high. After the breaking, you can see here the price could not fail to break this level, and after impulsive price develop a correction and beautiful long trade here. So after this impulsive, we were expecting a long here based on the momentum, But as explained to my trader, is safest way, let the price break this point of interest and look for the opportunity. So you can see here the price nicely broken, and as soon as the price hit to the certain profit target, we explain our trader it's time to bank some profit. The most important thing is you have to learn here how we explain the structure. What kind of, if you look at the yellow line, this is what we call a symmetry triangle pattern is developed. And this is the price action. If you look at here, the price broken, this is the recent high is broken and price retest. Number two, if you look at here, we have this impulsive reaction. After impulsive, the price develop a correction that give us the high probability possibility of one more push to the upside. And after impulsive price develop correction, that give us the high probability one more push to the upside. But as mentioned here in the analysis, that the safest way to let the price break this recent high and beautiful long trade we had it on pound dollar. So whenever you see the analysis, within the analysis, look at how the price behaved and develop your bias, and also keep an eye on 4 hour, what sort of we are expecting it, and then once the price broken, and we look at in 4 hour, the price nicely broken and beautiful, that give us the high probability of continuation. Then we'll explain to just keep taking a long trade here. So then we had another analysis, which is a pretty straightforward. As you have seen in the previous analysis, we mentioned look for this breakout, the price is broken. So we look at here, so look for another pullback. There's a possibility price might get a cutback and then continue. So this is the area, then you can enter the trade as a long trade here. And if you look at, again, as mentioned, the price action, we have this impulsive reaction. And after this impulsive reaction, you can see here the price develop correction, which is means price did not develop another impulsive reaction, and we had this pullback. Then we announced another pullback, and still now the price is continuously going up. So this is the way we look at the 4 hour, and based on the intraday, this is what we explain. So what does it mean about the pullback? This is the area of interest that the price, high probability the price might gonna continue. And for you as a being a trader, you can, what we look at the bottom. This green momentum is telling us that the high probability the price might gonna continue. Then we look at the previous price action, we look at the 4 hour, and we look at here what sort of price action has been developed. And this is the area of interest that we should be, step into the trade and, bank some profit onto this one. So we had a nice, beautiful long trade on pound dollar. That was the beautiful trades we had it. And if you look at, let's look at one or two more pair, and then we can take it from there. Okay, so let's look at the dollar CAD here. Okay, so dollar was weakening. So here the CAD was strengthening, dollar was weakening. So if you look at the dollar CAD, so you can see here this dollar CAD, dollar weakening, and which we explained. And if you're watching our analysis in previous analysis, we explained to look for a short around this area, which price nicely give us the confirmation here. Here, this is the area we were looking at short here. So when the price was at this level and here, because the previously price respected here, the way we look at, again, there's a more likely, trader was expecting the possibility of long, but I said, look, if you look at the price action here, if you look at the price action, we have this impulsive reaction. Yeah. After impulsive, the price develop a correction, right? That's give one sign of to the downside, number one. Number two, if you look at the candlestick pattern, which is I already explained in my previous webinar, you can see at this bearish candle, outside candle bar. So this is basically this bearish candle is covered the whole bullish candle. That's give us, we call it like bearish engulfing candle. And the third one, the price nicely broken. And after this breakout, we can see here the price beautiful. We will look at the dollar index. The dollar was getting weaker. So here the base currency is USD. As you can see, a compete currency is CAD. So Canadian dollar is getting stronger against the dollar. So we had seen beautiful. And as explained this morning, that the first target around this level, so which price nicely hit. And after that, the price continuously coming down. So we look at here, and then we also look at when is the best time to get in to this trade. That's what we did analysis. And if I'll show you here on MyQFX platform, if you look at here, the dollar CAD, we had it beautiful. This is the analysis we did. And this morning we had this when the price was at this level, which we were expecting here. So if you look at here, this is again, this is our intraday system. We look at in 4 hour, look at the bigger picture. And from there, we look at what are the possibilities. So if you look at here, the price developed a sideways market, and we were looking for this breakout. If you look at the bottom, momentum was bearish. This is our own proprietary indicator, which give us the, the bearish is in control. So you can see here the price nicely broken. Beautiful and beautiful short trade here. Even after, once the price hit to the certain profit target, you can see here price previously retested here. So we explained it's time to consider to give our analysts suggesting us it's time to, if you have taken the short trade here, so it's time to consider, taking some profit. And after taking some profit, we also did analysis at the New York session because we have seen the strength on CAD against the Canadian dollar. As you can see here, we already explained, and all this our analysis recording is available on our QFX platform. And what exactly, okay, so now I'm going to explain you this scenario because sometimes traders get confused into it. What exactly what we are trying to say here, what this mean and what is this mean, okay? So let's talk about this one, yeah? So if you look at here, we have this area. So we explain to trader, there's a possibility around this area. So I think this is the green, this is the, you can see it, this is the area. That's the area I'm talking about based on that. So we explain that the first priority, because trader always look for the edge. So this is the edge. So we have to make a, look for the opportunity accordingly. So how we avail this opportunity, number one, the first priority would be, as I said to you, we're looking for continuation short. This is the first priority. If the price is coming down, price always moves in waves. So the first priority always be, we are looking short. So if the price come here and we're looking a short trade here, that's the first priority we're looking at. Because sometime price already moved and price might possibility of going to reverse. If that's the case, so then what we need that, let's suppose if the price come back here and give us the confirmation here and then continue. If we get this sign, then we are going to take a long trade here. Otherwise, the first priority, any pullback would consider high probability trade, means this is the area we are first priority, we are looking continuation to the downside. So what happened here? So you can see here the price developed one pullback, then second pullback, price came back and the sign of continuation. Even now, the dollar is going down, the dollar CAD is going down now. So this is the way you should be understand when you see this analyst is broadcasting this kind of information. So you should be looking into it. The first priority always be towards the momentum. But if the price fail to respect this trend resistance line, then what we're looking here, let the price give us the confirmation, then we're looking for long. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so that's the dollar CAD. So what is the moving forward? What exactly we are looking for dollar CAD? So you can see here we have another pattern. If you look at here, the downside, what sort of pattern, what sort of price action and pattern you can see it here. If you look at here, this is the head and this is the shoulder. So that give us the high probability of sign to the downside, price continuously down. Okay, how far the price can go, right? That's another point if you look at, we always look at this kind of information. So we look at here, this is the area. If you look at here, the price come back and respect this level. This is the area. Price also respected this area, you can see here. So the first target around this level, which is price nicely hit. If the price gonna continue, then we were expecting here, let's see here, the second target, what we're expecting here is around this area. So what is the next step? We have seen every time when the price develop impulsive, we have this correction. We have this impulsive, and upcoming days in tomorrow, let's see here. tomorrow we have a quite high impact news for the CAD. And if before this news, if the price develop sideways market like consolidation, then we're looking one more push to the downside. That's one possibility. Second possibility, before the news, if we see the price hitting this level, and we can see here, this is the area of interest. Before the news, and the price is already here. And at that time, if the news come and if the news is bad for the CAD, then I'm expecting push to the upside, right? So that's all this possibility can happen. Then we look at when the news is going to release, then we're going to look at the price action, what sort of price action is going to develop. So this is the way we trade. And today we already explained to you guys how we analyze the market, and the price nicely behave according to the analysis. And then the traders have nicely, traded today. And the moving forward, this is what we're looking into it. And if the price is going to continue before the news, if the price is here, and if the news is bad for the CAD, then I'm expecting impulsive reaction. And after impulsive, if the price develop correction, then I'm expecting push to the upside. That's based on the news I'm projecting it. But if before the news price did not touch here and instead impulsive reaction, price develop a correction here, you know, before the news, then if the news is good for the CAD, then I'm expecting one more push to the downside. So all these possibilities, we define it. Then we will have to wait for that. And let's see the price, how it's going to react. Okay, so let's look at the another trade gonna look at. Let's look at the pound yen, okay? Okay, pound yen, what a beautiful trade, guys, we had it. And let me explain to you. So this morning, as I explained to my trader, we have looking for this breakout. And after this breakout, if you look at this candle, we have rejection. We have this rejection. That's to give us the high probability trade. And that's what we explained to my trader is possibility of continuously long. When the price hitting to this level, we also had a short trade here. I said to my trader, price previously respected here. So there might be a possibility the price might going to respect this level. There might be a short trade here. And then later on, as the price refused to stay above this high, this previous price refused to stay below this level and candle close here, I said, guys, look for another long here. So we also had a long trade here. Again, the most important thing is, as mentioned on my previous analysis, candlestick pattern. And I really want you to watch most of the analysis, which is already explained here. So we look at the previous price action, how the previously price respected, and what sort of moving forward opportunities is going to develop. So let me share with you today how we analyze the market today. And then moving forward, we can see this is the target where we're expecting here. If you look at here, the previously price respected these area and the price nicely respected here. So upcoming hours and upcoming days, we'll see. If I see the candle close below this level, then I'm expecting a counter opportunity. Otherwise, continuation pullback long. That's what we're looking at moving forward. And if you look at the yen, we have not Tuesday, Wednesday, we have yen news is coming. This is quite high impact news. That's gonna define if we see the yen strength, then I'm expecting a huge drop, right? That's what we are expecting. If I see the yen weakening, and plus if we see after this impulsive, if I see the correction here, right? And we can see the data release for the yen, which is negative, then I'm expecting continuation to the upside. So all this possibility can happen. So what we have to do, trader, we have to wait for that news to be released and see before that news, we're going to look at what kind of price action is being developed. So this is the way we should be looking as a trader. So today, how we did an analysis in terms of yen, you can see a price nicely come back and retest, give us the confirmation and continuation. So let me share with you the pound yen trades. And if you look at here, the first trade, we had it, we had quite a lot in pound yen. So if you look at the pound yen, we had this one. This one is pretty straightforward. As you can see, this is the New York session analysis we did. And if you look at here, the price action, we continuously monitoring here. So what happened here with the price action is very important. Try to understand. Once we have this impulsive reaction and price develop impulsive reaction, normally this is the price behavior, right? Every time when the price break previous high and stay and then continue, right? Every time when the price come back here, right, break and continue, right? So some when the price does not follow the price action, means here, if you look at here, the price broken and could not develop another pullback. Instead, price impulsively reverse. When the price impulsively reverse, broken this previous high, then come back here. So now we have a point of interest. This is what I explained to my trader. We have this false breakout and we have this false breakout. So we explain, let the price come out from this consolidation and it's going to give us the clear picture. Number one, in intraday, in 4 hour, we were expecting price nicely rejected, support level, and then possibility of long. As you can see here, price, look at the momentum, price nicely broken. And after this breakout, when the price come back and continue, this is another opportunity, and this is another opportunity. We had it. So we had, you can see here, the price nicely broken, and we announced all this opportunity. So that was the beautiful long trade we had it when the price in 4 hour continue, and then we had it another beautiful uh, long trade here. Let me show you with you guys. This is another one. Okay, this is what exactly explained. My recording is there in my QFX platform on the New York session. As explained, look here. I'm not looking for short. I'm only going to take a short trade here if the price is going to break this low. And after that, if the price come back and give me the confirmation, then I'll be looking for short. Otherwise, I am not looking for short. I'm looking for pullback. So what happened here? Price developed pullback, another pullback. As soon as the price hit to the 4 hour major resist level at this time, at that time, the price was around this level. That's what I explained to my trader is time possibility of counter short trade opportunity. So we had it another beautiful short trade at that time. So you can see here, price impulsively. Again, keep in mind, we were watching in 4 hour. Based on that, as you can see here, the price nicely broken and this level. And after this breakout, you can see here, then we explain our trader now, momentum is bearish. So keep taking a short trade here. So every time when the price continue and develop a pullback, explain short trade here, short trade here. You can see here, basic price action, price develop high and low, continues to the downside. Momentum is bearish, and this is the beautiful short trade we had it. Once we taken the trade here and the price developed sideways market, and if you look at the, in the 4 hour chart, this is what we explain. The price, the candle, this is the area we were expecting here. Let's see here if the price is going to stay below, then I'm expecting short, otherwise long here. So the price developed a consolidation in intraday, and then we had a nice, beautiful long trade on pound yen. This is the last trade we had it. As you can see, a sideways market developed. Again, we will watch in 4 hour what sort of price action has been developed. We look at in intraday and see here what kind of pattern is developed. And as you can see here, based on the momentum, price nicely, you can see here, as soon as the price develops sideways market, we look at here, the price develop here, high, low, and high. I said to my trader, it's a possibility of breakout long. Based momentum is bullish. So you can see here, price nicely broken and beautiful hit to the profit target. And that's what I explained. It's time to consider banking some profit. So this is the way we look at is all these major pairs we look at this way. So again, we look at the dollar index, what sort of price action dollar is weakening. So all the major, even Kiwi dollar, Aussie dollar was long. You can see here such a nice, beautiful long trade here. And we did in intraday analysis. We explain all the price action. All the price action, if you look at here, Aussie dollar, this is another intraday analysis. We explain our trader look for this breakout. And when you see this price action, when you see the momentum is bullish, when you see the price is developing is low, high, then high probability the price is going to go this direction, then you should be looking trade in this direction. I hope that makes sense to you guys. All right, so these are the trades we have taken, and let's look at the bigger picture of all these mostly uh, decided, let's say dollar index. This is the area where I'm expecting here. I'm expecting the price action around this level, and after that possibility of long here. That's what exactly I'm expecting here. Or if the price after impulsive, if the price develop a correction, not impulsive, then I'm expecting one more push to the downside. And I'm going to keep an eye this area. As you can see at the price respected, if the price going to hit, then I'll be looking possibility of long trade here this in upcoming days. This is what we're going to look at. So Euro USD, just to recap it again, guys. So we have this beautiful breakout this morning. The price is broken. Even I said to you, we are looking a pullback long here and price nicely. As long as the price stay above here, we're expecting continuation long here. And if the price gonna hit this level, there I'll be looking possibility of counter opportunity. But in intraday, this is what I'm expecting here. If the price is going to develop break, give us the confirmation and then short here, which is exactly what I hear. You can see here, the price broken, come back here and retest this confirmation. If I get this pattern here, then probably I'll be looking for short here. Otherwise, continue long. Okay. So pound dollar, look at the continue long here. You can see here, looks like the price is breaking above the previous high. This is, you can see here. So moving forward, we have this impulsive reaction. If I see the correction, not impulsive reaction to the downside, then I'm looking for one more push to the upside. And if we see the impulsive reaction to the downside, then wait for that. If the price develop correction, then I'm looking for short here. So if I don't see this kind of pattern, I am not interested, okay? For short. Dollar CAD, as I mentioned you, this is the point of interest. I already explained to you, this is what I'm looking into it. Pound yen, I just mentioned to you, this is the area where I'm expecting, and you can see a price nicely. Beautiful, broke on this channel. You can see this is the channel, how previously price respected here. And looking forward, if the price gonna continue, then I'm expecting here around this level here. This is the area where I'm expecting here. Again, this is the strong candle. And if you look at the previous candle, we have spinning candle, which is the indecision, but that's indecision is giving me the strength of the pound against the yen. But keep in mind, on Wednesday, we have this high impact news is coming for the yen. We'll see how that's going to make impact. And if you see the yen strength, then I'm expecting a huge drop, otherwise continuation. But before that, if I see the news, if I see the correction and the news is good for the bad for the yen, then I'm expecting continuation. Otherwise, impulsive correction, then looking for short. This is what I'm looking for it. I hope that makes sense. All right, so we have a 10 minutes, guys. So if you have any question, and I'm more than happy to answer your questions. Okay.
Hey, Ashraf.
Yes. Any question, Shazia?
Amazing. That's Dr. KP here. I have a question. Do you advise leverage trading?
It depends. It depends, like it depends on each trader, appetite, to be honest. But I highly recommend that before you going into the leverage trading in accounts and live accounts, I highly recommend that you should be practicing it first, and make the ledger, make sure whatever decision you have made it, and in terms of trading, and then accumulate all of your decision and see, okay, most of time you made good decisions and high probability, because that's the way. Once you improve it, then I would, it depends, like then it depends on the individual trader appetite. If you want to trade leverage, that's nothing wrong with it.
Okay, thank you. I
Mhm.
noticed that you always mention that if the yen has a negative news, the market
Yeah.
will go up. Is that an inverse relationship?
Yeah, no, basically the market is, I'm not talking about the market here because I'm talking, depend, like, give you an example here. Let's say here we are talking about pound and yen, right?
Yeah.
So if the yen is weakening, so this is the base currency, the pound is going to go up. So it's my mistake. I said to market is no market, is the pair pound.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So if you're looking into the dollar yen, and if the yen news is bad, then dollar is going to go stronger against the yen. So if the yen is strong, then pound is going to go weaker. So then, of course, when the price is coming down, especially when you look at the pound yen and the dollar yen and the euro yen, and if you see that it's coming down, it means the yen is getting stronger and the base currency is getting weaker. So that's what I mean. So
Mm. So
that's,
how about gold against the dollar? How is it going right now?
yes, gold. Gold is basically because again, there's a few things about the gold. Gold mostly people take as a safe haven. Means
Yeah.
like why when there's uncertainty in the market, could be any reason, could be geopolitical or and disaster happens or something, wars and everything. So that's why the gold is mostly people trade. And so sometime it does impact the dollar with this thing, but we normally take as a overall picture to the goal. Like for example, if you see the goal is we were expecting the gold might gonna hit 3,000, which price nicely hit, and after that the price nicely hit this level, and the price came back. But as you can see here, the way we look at, and as I said to my trader, if I don't see the gold is coming back, because the thing is, mostly people say, okay, gold is gonna come back,
Mm.
down. But my philosophy, as always mentioned to my trader, if you don't see it, don't believe in it. All right. So and how we see it if any price action or if any pattern is giving us the high probability of to reversal, then we look at the opportunity. Otherwise, we don't. So, for example, here, but sometime market speculations work like that. For example, give you an example here. Today we have this candle, and this candle is giving us the bullish rejection. Means there's no buyers. What happened after the second candle?
Green.
Green, right? So when we look at this kind of price action, most of the retail traders, they are looking for short. This is the, but in my platform, we said, okay, if we don't see, look, this is the way we look at. The way we look at, let's suppose if I'm going to be taking a short trade here, for example, let's say if I'm going to be looking a short trade here right now here. So how I'm going to be looking a short trade here? So I'm going to be looking here is, let me explain to you. This is what we do analysis in intraday. So we can see here the momentum is bullish every time when the price come down, shoot up. Every time come down, shoot up. So let's suppose if I'm going to be taking a short trade here, there's a possibility price might going to come back. So any trade we trade against the momentum, we call the counter trade, because we are countering against the trend and momentum. But this is what not be expecting the huge return, because anytime, look here, the price shoot up and then afterwards price shoot again. So
Mm.
so we highly recommend, and that's why we use this gauge here. This is the line. This is the white line. We call the 200 EMA, which is a, if we that's what we explain to our trader. If the price is above this 200 EMA, then the price is going to go this direction. Then you should be looking opportunity this direction instead of this direction.
Mm.
But when the price is too far from this 200 EMA, then possibility price might going to come down. So even if the price want to come down, so the basic principle we have explained that if look at these, if this does not develop any pattern or structure, then let it go market. Don't jump blindly into the market. So we look at here, let's suppose the price previously respected here, you can see here, and the previously price respected here as well, you can see here, and the previously price broken this one and retested here. So price is in this zone. So we explain to our trader when the price is in this area, don't anticipate, right? Let the price break even this high or this low. And as if the price gonna break and give us the confirmation, that's the high probability of counter trade here. But again, when this is the counter trade here, as soon as you see price is going against you, just get out because this is the counter trade. This is not a trending trade.
Yeah.
For example, here, if you look at here, where is it gone? So if you look at here, the price nicely broken this low, and after that price retest. Can you see here? So what happened here, came back, but the price instead of going down, price reverse. So and reverse and give us the confirmation. In this scenario, I'm more interested this long because my bias is long. The buyers in the market more than sellers, right? So this is the way we look at it. So gold is a highly volatile because in one, if you like traders who trading gold in our platform, we always mention that you should not trade anything else because by the time it's going to move so quickly. So this is what we do it. So, but if you look at all our analysis, even the previous analysis, we will keep looking for this structure breakout. We have a whole journey. You can see here, we explain when the price broken, we explain, guys, look for pullback long here. You can see after that shoot up. And after that, the price is developing a consolidation. So we can see here after this impulsive reaction, when the price develop a correction instead of impulsive down, that high probability of continuation to the upside. So this is the way we look at. So we're only going to take a look short trade here if the price going to develop impulsive reaction. After impulsive, if the price develops sort of like a consolidation, then we're looking for short here. But the gold is all-time high right now,
Very
and
good.
that's why, and that's why most of the retail trader, the thinking is going to come down and the market makers is shooting up, and these kind of illusions, speculations develop. So be careful when you're trading a gold. It's very important.
Thank you, Ashraf. Amazing.
You are. Okay. Any other question, guys? No? All right, guys. So that's it for now. And I'll look forward to see you next week. And we're going to discuss again the news, and we're going to discuss again more opportunity. If anything I found interesting as a learning point of view, definitely I'll make a note and I'll share with you guys. But if you are logged into the platform, if you don't understand anything, this is the golden opportunity for you guys to ask question and develop your knowledge base. So, all right, guys, I'll let you go and have a nice day and see you next
Thank
week.
you, Ashraf.
You're
Really
welcome.
appreciate it. See you on Monday.
Thank
See you
you.
Monday.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Mr. Noor.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.